Hey friends, welcome to Mimi's Mixed Bag. Thank you for stopping by, and if you like what you see today, I would love for you to hit that subscribe button. Today I'm bringing you a little Valentine decor using Dollar Tree products. I had to substitute one thing because my store didn't have the color I needed, and that was some of those red party bead necklaces. They normally have like a 6-pack of them, and my store had green and blue, but I needed red. I'm going to substitute with just a pack of red beaded garland. It's pretty much the same thing, but it's just one long string. But I will measure what's left of this so you'll know exactly how many of the necklaces or length you'll need. This is the heart wreath form, and then I picked up one infinity scarf. They do have just the straight scarves, but I thought the infinity scarf had a little more fabric, and I may can get away with just using one, so we'll see. So you're going to need just a couple spots of hot glue just to get the beads started and secured, and then we're going to actually tie on the fabric, so you won't need any hot glue there. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to wrap the two inner hearts with the beads. Now I did see someone do a wreath very similar to this. I'll put her channel name on the screen. It was so cute, done with the super thick twine, but you know, I wanted it to be more Valentine's and red, so that's why I'm using the beads. Just love the look of that. It's just basically wrapped. She did have to make a little adjustment on this corner here when you're wrapping something around a curve, and I'll show you how I do that. Okay, I want to come on here and tell you that, you know, sometimes things don't go as planned, and I'm going to try a plan B. But then I quickly realized that it's really just using double beads that I need, and I can tell that I'm not going to have enough, even having 15 feet of these red beads. I'm just going to take it and wrap it around one time this center heart. I'll use a lot less beads, and I'm just going to end up tying my fabric in a bigger way than I originally planned. I also want to tell you that out of my 15 feet of garland, that I ended up just cutting mine into about 5-foot manageable pieces. Now with you using the Dollar Tree necklaces, it'll be a whole lot easier. But I'm just kind of I'm only hot glued the beginning part, and so I'm just going to keep wrapping it as tight as I can and hold it as I'm wrapping it. And then as I get to these crossbars, like here and here and here, I might put a touch of hot glue just to keep the wrapped bead straight. But I think this is going to work. So I'm just going to keep wrapping the inner heart, and then I'll show you what it looks like when I get all the way back around. I will tell you that I used 10 feet of the beads, so I think the 6-pack of red beads from the Dollar Tree should be plenty. It all depends on, you know, the size of your beads, but I'm pretty sure the Dollar Tree ones are just about the same size. So now I'm going to go ahead and lay out my scarf and show you how I'm going to cut that into strips. All right, I have the infinity scarf laid out here, and what it basically is just a sewn together tube, and it does have a right and a wrong side, but it's so you can't hardly tell the difference once I get it tied. I'm going to cut it in about 2-inch strips all the way down, and I'm just cutting it 2 layers at a time, and I'll tell you how many strips I should get out of this. And I've got 36 strips, and now I'm going to cut all 36 strips in half, so I'm going to have some little pieces that are about 4 inches long. And I'm going to now tie it over the middle and outer heart all the way around, and then as I get done, I'm going to see how these little braces show, and I may tie one on those little braces just to camouflage it. All right, here I've got 4 tied right here, and I'm actually just tying it and then moving the knot to the outer edge so that fringy tails will be on the outside of the wreath, so it'll make the wreath even look a little bigger. There's no right or wrong way. Just put your strip on there, and I actually kind of did diagonal, a double knot, and then pull your little knot to the outer edge, and just keep doing that. And I'll check back in with you when I get about halfway around. I've got half of the outer edge covered, and I'm just going to keep tying my little 4-inch strips. I'm going to finish it out and show you what it looks like. All right, friends, I laid my finished wreath on a piece of white cardboard just so it would show up and you could really see the detail in it. And I got just a couple notes here. You know, next time I make one of these, it's totally worth an extra $1 to pick up a second scarf. You know, this one I was able to stretch stretch it and make it work, but I think a second scarf would make it even more fuller and frilly on the outside edges. I decided to cover my interior braces with just some more beads because that's what I had extra of, but I love the contrast of the hard shiny beads and the soft frilly scarf fabric. So I hope this idea inspires you to pick up one of those Dollar Tree wreath forms and make yourself a one-of-a-kind heart wreath. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll be back next week.